27. Last year, 27. This was the number of deaths from a selection of young people who breathed their last breaths. Regrettably, due to gun and knife crime, this was the number of young hearts that they beat for the last time. And this is a figure that we cannot just ignore, or 27 can just as easily double to 54. Some people may think these numbers don't even reach the highs, but that's the devil in disguise, and we're believing his lies when we see and hear these things and become desensitized. So I feel the need to emphasize that we need to conceptualize the importance of these individual lives. It's like it's only when it's one of our own, like one of our cousins, brothers or wives, are the ones being shot with guns or stabbed with knives, is then and only then it hits us in between the eyes. The question will still remain, bin them or bury who? Nobody wants to live in fear, so we need to stop killing people and kill this gangster mindset, this idea. Because we can send criminals to prison, but the gun just gets passed down to another, or someone somewhere gets knifed and revenge falls into the hands of his brother. So where will it end? That's why we need to kill these false ideas and expose the truth. No short-term remedies, dig this thing up by the root. See, singular victories ain't enough. We need to change a collective mindset, or the lucky ones will continue to go to prison, and the unlucky ones will still end up dead. It's like we're in a matrix. You can either find what's real or choose to live in illusion. The fact of the matter is you only live once, so be careful which path you're choosing. See, in life you're either helping to put things in order or you're contributing to the confusion. So take your pick. Now, are you going to be part of the problem or are you going to be part of the solution? Pay caution to the decisions you make today because they are going to last. No man is rich enough to buy back his past. You see, the things that you do cannot be undone. Just like a song that's been sang cannot be unsung. And the things that you say cannot be unsaid. And when one person kills another, it can never be undead. It's said that certain people carry around certain things for protection, but these are the same things putting other people in the A&E section. We need to pause for reflection. Because as much as I see these imitators walking around as though they're just tougher than an erection, once you look past all the drama, the truth is, half these cats ain't that hard at all. In fact, most are as limp as a ripe banana. You know, though some don't like to admit it, between you and me, I think we all want the same thing, which is peace and tranquility. There is no inferiority in admitting to being that sound, sensible minority, because it is the quality of one's insides that defines superiority. Understand it's the bigger man that does the right thing. You want to gain true respect? Well, that's what I call a king. So there is a better way should you choose to seek. But that does not mean that you become all shy and weak. Because that same energy that was used to cause corruption is that same energy needed to come against destruction. So you notice how these people killing our youngsters, they don't show no remorse. So just as the kingdom suffers violence, the violent take it by force. So we need to build our spiritual and mental physiques. Because ironically, we're going to have to fight for our peace. You need to educate yourself and not be deceived. You need to know what you're about and stand for what you believe. And when trouble comes your way, you can't just ignore it. And when challenge is put against you, you have to endure it. We may pay in blood and sweat, you know, we may have to weep. But the fact of the matter is, the price of a life does not come cheap. So we need to stop all this relentlessness, sack all this senselessness, and force it into redundancy so we can live life more abundantly. You know, I don't think I'm being ignorant. I know what the statistics says. It's just that I, for one, am not giving up on the revelation of better days. Now this year, when counting up the teenage body bags, I didn't really want to see any. Because last year, we had 27 deaths. And for me, that was 27 too many.